Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for joining. My name is Kelly Wentworth. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Kennebunk, Maine. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. You can find me here every Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please, if you're new to my group, say hello. Tell us where you're from so we can welcome you. And make sure you follow and like my page so that you're notified when I go live. Hey Cynthia, how are you? Good to see you. Oh my gosh, it was wonderful. Wonderful time. But it's been hectic because, you know, we went and I never got home until almost midnight Wednesday night. And then I had to turn around and I had a doctor's appointment, mammogram, I had stuff I had to do. And then I went to North Conway for the weekend with my daughter, 2 daughters, and my sister and my niece. So I haven't stopped at all. And I was just like, oh my God, I gotta get ready for my class. So thank you. Hi June, good to see you. So, yeah, but it was beautiful. The resort was absolutely beautiful. The weather, of course, if you've ever been to Aruba, is always, you know, upper 80s, warm breeze. Weather never changes there. It's always the same. It's just absolutely beautiful. So, where are you going, Cynthia? Where are you headed? Oh, Purity Springs Resort, right? So you're heading up that way. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. We had great weather. Last year we did this, so this is something that us, you know, kind of a new tradition for my sister and I and our daughters to go together. And so we did it last year and we did it again this year. Last year when we were walking around all the outlets, it was really, really warm, very warm. But this year it was a little bit cooler. It was like it was like 60, 69 maybe, and it was cloudy. It was overcast, so it wasn't hot. So it was a great day to walk around and shop and that kind of stuff. Hey Lori, woohoo, Red Sox! Oh my God, I've been so excited. How awesome is that? Oh, you know, I was watching them on my app on my phone, and so I was watching scores and stuff. We did get ESPN in the room, and I did get to see the wild card playoff between Yankees and Red Sox, which was, oh my God, so exciting. And to be able to watch them beat the Skankies was like, woohoo! I was so excited. But yeah, it was. I was just so happy. It was awesome. And Lori, one of the workers at the resort that I met, that was really good, made my drinks all week long, all of that, like waited on me hand and foot. He is the 4th cousin of Xander. And when I told him, you know, like he was my favorite and how beautiful he was, and I found out from one of the other guys that he, you know, he's like, oh yeah, you know, because he's from Aruba. So anyways, he went and got his friend, who happens to be, he said he was his best friend, but then I found out later in the week he's actually his 4th cousin. And he actually looked like him, like around the eyes. He had that like beautiful face. Oh my God. So he took a picture with me and he posted it on Xander's Instagram. And I was just like, oh my God, that's wonderful. Yeah, it's so exciting. So I just watched the Astros win. So we got the Astros and the Red Sox again. So that ought to be an interesting series of games as well. I love this time of year, and to be able to still watch baseball, like you said, Lori, in October is so exciting, because I hate to see it end. I mean, I watch hockey and I watch football, but baseball is my favorite. Like, I'm a huge sports nut, but baseball is really my favorite. So how are you guys doing? Have you been doing lots of stamping, I hope? June, how about you? Have you been doing some stamping? I hope. Okay, so we're going to get started. So here is, let me get down. So here is my host code for October. So if you want to place an order and order any supplies, here's my website, and here's my October host. If your order is under $150, I ask you to please use that code. It helps me. And if your order is over $150, then don't use it, because I want you to get the rewards from Stamping Up. So I am still trying. I'm going to be honest with you. I have been like right out straight since I got back. I'm trying to catch up on everything, and it's been crazy. So I don't even know like what's still back ordered, like what's going on. I know I need to place an order, so but I haven't even had a chance to do that. So I'm hoping when I get off tonight, I'm gonna place an order because I need some things. So but I don't know what's back ordered, so maybe you guys know more than me. Oh, Laura, you've been doing loads of stamping. Good. June, a little bit had to make... Oh, birthday and sympathy. Oh, I'm sorry. So October, I have a granddaughter's birthday. My birthday's this month, and hers is 2 days after me. So I've got to make her card, and before her party, which is a week from Saturday, I believe. So that's on my to-do list. So I need to get that going. Thought I would get that done before now, and I haven't had a chance to get it done. Yes, oh my gosh. I mean, it was, it is so warm in Aruba. So yeah, I am a sun bug. I laid out every day, and my sister and I definitely made the best of it. So thank you. Yes, I got a little tan. No gems in the new Eden bundle. Okay, so I saw something about the Eden bundle. Is that like a new early release? Is that what I'm seeing or hearing? I haven't really researched it. That you can get for the new catalog that'll be out. Is that what that is? Like an early release, like they did with the Ornate? I think the Ornate last year. Okay. Hey, Vicky. Am I ordering the new set for On Stage at home? I was just telling them, Vicky, I feel like I'm a little behind on things. I'm not up to date on things, but I did see an email come through about that new set. So, yes, I'm going to be placing an order. So, and I'm assuming that we're going to need that for the classes that are going to be for those of you who are demonstrators and those of you who are doing On Stage. I'm assuming that set is going to be part of the classes that we're going to see. So if you are doing the On Stage, you're going to definitely want to order that. Lori, are you doing On Stage? Okay, so tonight's class is going to be, I am using this bundle, which is Whimsical Trees and Christmas Trees. This is, let me get my catalog, hang on. Okay, so this is on page 24 and 25 of the catalog, and it's Whimsy and Wonder Suite. And you may recall I did use some of this paper on one of my mystery stamping classes, but that's all I had done. I had only used the paper for my mystery stamping card. I never used a lot of the stuff, so I just started playing with this. Look at the beautiful cards made with this. And do you guys have this suite? Is this a suite that you already have? I do believe it is. I think the bundle might be on back order. Is that right, ladies? Look at these cards. Oh my God. I love the colors. I know they're non-traditional, but I absolutely love them. So page 24 and 25. And you buy the bundle, obviously you save 10%. And I did not use this one, and I'm going to make a card with this, but because I just didn't have time. But this is the tree, and then you can do the ornaments overlay. There's some nice sentiments in here, and some little I like this. This would be good in like the inside of the card, and then I think I used this in one of my inside of the cards. So do you ladies have this set? All right, let me show you my first card. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I got to get a napkin for my drink over here. Sweating on my table. Okay, are you ready? We'll get started. Excuse me. So, my first card is this one. And on this one, I used, I used the DSP that comes in the suite. I used the new, these, let me show you. They're called Wonderful Snowflakes. And they're iridescent. And you get a lot of them. Let's see, you get 24 of them. So you get 6 sheets, because there's 6 on each. 6 sheets. And they're really pretty. So can you see the sparkle in them? Is that show? There you go. Showing up on the camera. And then I used the ribbon. Yeah, and then I did the little trees on the inside. So if you look at the paper on this, let me grab that. So again, always the paper always shows what's on. Hang on. So the colors in this suite are Blushing Bride, Crumb Cake, Mint Macaron, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, and Polished Pink. So those are the colors that are in this suite. And this paper, I think, is just, well, like all our paper, it's just beautiful. Hey, Karen. Thank you for joining. We're just getting started. We were chit-chatting about my trip. How are you? So I'm using Blushing Bride as the base, and then I'm using Mint Macaron for another layer, and then I'm using a piece of the DSP as my third layer. Okay? Thank you. And then this is the inside of the card. So different, you know, non-traditional, but I think really pretty. So we'll leave that there. So I'm using 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So the hot dog style, they call it. And then we have the mint macaron. And, uh-oh, hang on. Where's my... Oops. I must have put my other piece back. Let me grab it. Thought I had that done. Let me... I do know that I cut this, but God only knows where it is. It was 4 and 7, 8. Let me measure that just to make sure it's right. Three and 1/8 by 4 3/8. Okay, so 3, 4 3/8. How are you, Karen? I know I cut this already, so it's probably on my other desk, but that's okay. Hope you've been doing well, Karen. So I'm going to go ahead and this is pretty on the back, but I see now this is specialty paper, so you see the foil on it. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to glue that down. Oh, no, you know what it is? Hang on. I know what I did. Oh my gosh, I know I cut these. Hang on. Here they are. I knew this is... So what I did, can you tell on this? It's 3 pieces of paper. That's what it is. Can you tell underneath all the layers? Oh my gosh. I'm like, I knew I had it cut. So these are 1 by 4 1/4. So I cut 3 of them. And what we're going to do is we're going to put these, we're going to lay these like this. And then like this. That's what I did. So you've seen me do that before where I actually cut down. Can you tell I've had a week off? And just kind of eyeball it because we want it like we want a border all the way around. I want it a little bit lower. Well, it's down. All right. A little higher on that end than I wanted, but that's all right. And then we'll do this side. And you just want to have a little bit showing on the inside. Can you guys see that okay? And I love this snowflake. And this is the foil on the snowflake one. Isn't that pretty? Karen. So these are just 1 by 4 1/4. And what's nice about doing this, so you can see how pretty that is, and it's all actually foil paper. So both of these are foil, and then this one happens to be foil in this pack. Very, very pretty. So then we need to take one of the snowflakes, and these are called Wonderful Snowflakes, and they're iridescent, so they have a sparkle to them, you see? And you just literally just pop these out like this. And one side is iridescent. Oh, there's a good picture. See there? One side is sparkly and the back side is matte. So I want the sparkly side. Put this over here. Now, I like that, you know, I'm using this just on the iridescent side, but you can also color these. So if you wanted to put some ink color on these, you could take some Blushing Bride, depending on what your project is, or any color that matches the suite. And you could use a sponge dauber or your blending brushes, and you can color these to match your project, okay? So, and what's really cool about this is the middle is the exact same size, whoops, I just bent, as a dimensional. And we're going to pop that up, and it fits perfectly. It was like they planned it. Look at that. Exact. So that works there. So that's going to get put over there. And then we're going to use, let me get my ribbon. So this is also part of the suite, and this is Blushing Bride. And it's called Frayed Grow Grain Ribbon. And it's really, really pretty. But you see how it's like, oh, I just pulled it. See, you can actually unfray it if you wanted to. But what we're going to do, or what I did, is I just want a little border. So we want it long enough. Use my ribbon scissors that are my favorite. That I don't know why Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell those anymore, but they should. Actually, I'm going to trim off that frayed piece. There we go. But this is very beautiful ribbon. Okay, and we're just gonna put that down there. And I just wanted a little something on this side. Let me get my tape. So you can either use glue or tape. I'm just gonna tape it down. And just make sure it's even. I just want a little bit of the DSP showing on that side. Have you been stamping, Karen? Have you been working on some projects? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so we'll put that over there. We'll put these over here. And now we're going to do some stamping. So I'm going to stamp the tree. So I did tone on tone with this. So I'm going to use Blushing Bride. Hang on, let me get my ink pad cleaner. I went out to ink up, to water up my my cleaner and left it right on my island out there. So let me do that. So I'm going to use the tree stamp, this one, and we're going to do tone on tone. Oh, you're working on an advent calendar. Now, what kind of an advent calendar? So I did tone on tone there. Now, on this one, I used one of the dies that's in the that comes with this bundle, and I just cut out this little zigzag which goes on the big tree and added it to the tree. But I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to try something and see how it comes out. I'm going to use mint macaron, and I'm going to actually use this to make and make put the dots on it, which to me are like ornaments. So I'm going to use mint macaron. I'm going to try that, and we'll see how it comes out. It's supposed to be like, I think, like ornaments. What do you think? It's kind of cute. So I'm going to quickly cut this out, and it cuts out easily using this. So hold on, let me cut this out real quick. I was going to do it on before, but I wanted to try this option, so that's why I waited. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop that up on dimensionals. You recently made an advent calendar using a 24-cup mini pan muffin. Oh my God, Lori. Seriously? Way back. Oh, way back. I would love to see that as well. Do you have pictures? That's cool. Very cool. Yeah, if you have so we're going to stick this, I'm going to put that right down there. You can send it or you can post it on my VIP group so everybody can see it. That would be really cool to see. All right, so before we put that down, let's put the snowflake. And what I'm doing is having it go north to south. And kind of have it at the top here like so. So like that. And then we'll put the tree down here. That's an extra tree in case I screwed up. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to stamp the joy, and I'm going to use the mint macaron for that. Very small stamp, just a little something. Okay. And I'm cutting this out with a small, I think this one is 1 inch. I believe there's a small punch in the circles, but a small die with the circles, but I still have my punches, so I'm just using that. And then I used glue dots to stick it to, I did 2 glue dots, so I can stick it to the ribbon. Like that. Okay, now on this one, I glued it down. I think on this one, I'm going to pop it up and we'll see. Do a little different. I can't believe how warm it was today. It was over 80 here today. I had to go get some groceries. I had nothing in the house. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Now, another thing you could do with this card easily is you could emboss the bottom layer if you wanted to. There's several layers on this one, so I'm not sure it necessarily needed it, but if you wanted to do that, you could certainly do that. And then on the inside, I did May the love of the season warm your home and fill your heart. And I did that also in mint macaron. So that stamp there. Came out good. And then I took this tree, which is the small one, and I did kind of went off here, and then I did a second one for the inside. I really love these colors. I think it's they're really pretty. And when I saw this in the new catalog, I was attracted to it immediately because I like the non-traditional. I mean, I love traditional colors, don't get me wrong, but I just loved the color scheme that this suite had, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's just so pretty. Oh, I just ran out of tape runner. That one looks like that one's out. Hold on. Let me. And just glue that down. So what do you think? So one has the little zigzag from the die, and then this one has little ornaments on it that match the color. I think they're pretty. Do you like it? I think it's very elegant and very easy. Okay, let's go on to card number 2. So this one has the Christmas presents on it, and I use 3 layers again. So I'm using Misty Moonlight, which is in this suite. Love the Star DSP. I think it's really pretty. And then what I did for the presents is this. There's a whole pack of this. Let me show you. So this is like really so easy to do. Look at this. Look at all the presents that you can cut out. And they're just squares and rectangles. So you can fussy cut those and cut them out. And that's what I did. And then I just glued them down. And you get quite a few of them. So you could really make a lot of presents. And then I did this on the inside of this one. I used the bigger tree. I love Misty Moonlight. I think that's a really pretty color. So again, I did the hot dog style, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Clean up my mess here, hang on. Thank you, Cynthia. Okay, and we're going to do 4 by 5 1/4 layer of white on there. So I used a lot of layers on these cards. And the DSP. And then this one is 3 3/4 by 5. So you guys, did you see the 1-inch ruler? I posted it in the VIP group that tells you all the different inches. And look at the back side of this. Look at these, look at this paper with the pretty ornaments on it. I hate to cover that up, but what am I gonna do? But I wanted the stars on this one. So hopefully that ruler will help you. Yes, the trees in Whoville. Exactly. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to stamp the tree, the big tree, and I'm going to stamp it in mint macaron. Okay. And then we're going to use Misty Moonlight for the ornaments. So we're going to bring the ornaments back in. And you don't have to get it exact. I love these two colors together. I think it's so pretty. And then I think while I have the Misty Moonlight out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the Wishing You a Christmas Cheer and Magical Moments that Last All Year. A little crooked, but that's okay. And then what I used on this is the double oval punch. So, oh, I should have done it down the other end. That's okay. I use this punch a lot, and I already punched out the matching. I'm gonna go ahead and put that. Let me clean my stamps before I get my hands all over them. What's the matter, Karen? Okay, so let me... Did I miss something? And then I'm going to quickly cut the tree out again using this. Oh, covering up the DSP. Well, especially that DSP. Karen, do you have this suite or this paper? Oh my goodness, hang on. I did it a little bit to the one side, so I'm trying to trim it up a little bit. Let's see how it comes out. Not too bad. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so there's the tree. Oh, you wait for me to demo it to see if you want it or not. Okay, so what I did on this is I just kind of figured out like where did I want to put the tree, and then we'll just glue it down, and I glued it down straight. And we're gonna go ahead and we'll kind of do it like maybe right there. And then what I did, so here's what I do. When I play with things, like I get a bunch of, here's an extra tree from the DSP. So look at all of these presents. Oh, there's a tree. And then all I do is kind of figure out, like, how do I want to do this? Like, and I did, like, I glued most of them down. And, I mean, look at, even the edges, like, this one is a small piece, but you could use this sticking out, so don't get rid of it when you're cutting down your DSP if you do this. If you do the same thing I'm doing here. So and then I just start gluing. There. And then and then a couple of them I put up on dimensional. So I'll put this one on a dimensional, and I think this one's on a dimensional, so we could probably put it like that. Cynthia, do you have this set? And then maybe this one down here. They don't always come out the same. I mean, you can just kind of and then maybe let's see what color you want to kind of mix up your colors. That's the other thing I did. And we need, let's see, and you can have it tucked under the tree like that. And again, this just really, you can just kind of do it any way you want to do it. Kind of want them kind of zigzag, like they're stacked up, you know. I think I'm going to put this one underneath and make it look like it's one of the ones that's covered up. Yeah. So maybe we'll make it look like this one's down the bottom. And again, whichever way you want to do it, it doesn't, you know, there's different ways you can do it. I could stick this under here, and it can be another partial one. You love it? Actually, I think I want to do it. There we go. Oh, too low. Too low, Kel. Too low. Get up there. Hang on. I mean, you could drive yourself crazy putting these in and trying to figure out where you want it all to go, but... And... do I put one more there? Or this one? Or this one? I think a tall one, maybe. I think I'll stick this one. And I'm not putting, the ones that have dimensionals are only getting one, so. Yeah, what do you think? Bunch of presents. And then this can go up here. And I just glued this straight down. And then I thought regular rhinestones on this one. So put like a big one for the tree topper. And let's see. I think I want a smaller one. I think it's a pretty set. Ooh. Just pulled on it with my fingers. Oh, another one. If I wanted them to stick, they wouldn't. Alright, let me fix this here. Here it comes. I need some new gum. There we go. So we'll put one there, put one there, and maybe there. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now on the inside of this one, this is what I did on the inside. So we will get the Misty Moonlight. Oh, see what I mean? I have the dropsies. I have to tell you, I was working this afternoon on my stuff, and I was die cutting, and I went to take the die cutting roller out of the Big Shot or the cut and emboss machine, and it flipped out of my hand, and one of my tree dies, the small one, fell over, and I still cannot find it. I was looking for it, and I was getting distracted. I'm like, I can't do this right now. So at this point, it's still missing, so I'm going to have to look for it after. Okay, so let's get that done. And we're going to do the May the Love of the Season warm your home and fill your heart. And we're going to do that in the Misty Moonlight. There. Let me close it up before I have another disaster. And then I'm going to do the tree, the big tree, in mint macaron. the inside. I'll tell you what though, I really missed stamping. I was really, really excited to get back into my studio here and play, and I really missed it. So whoops, I can Hey Diane, how are you? So there. So what do you think of this one? Each one will come out different with the presents. I just cut like a bunch of them out of the DSP, and you just literally just glue them down. So that's the second one. I have time for one more if you guys want to hang out. My next one is really pretty too. I love it. What tool am I using, Karen? Are you talking about this one? This is the Take Your Pick tool. It's in our catalog. So this end has like gum, sticky stuff, and it's great for getting embellishments. The little ones, picking up little pieces of paper. If you had little die cuts that you wanted to use, you would just use this. This comes off like you just, and then you can get refills for it. And you just twist it, and the more gums comes out, and you can use it over and over, and then when it gets old and yucky, you just pull it off and you just do more. But you can buy refills for these. So that's that end. And then this end has a spatula, and then this comes out and it has a pokey tool. So there's lots to do. This is like a must-have in your craft room. I use mine all the time. I use it all the time. But I really love this because I use this like probably the most. And it's fairly inexpensive. I think it's maybe like $12 or something. It's not very much. Okay, you guys want another card? Check this one out. And this is using pretty much the dies. So these are all die cuts that are in the dies. Let me show you. So you have all the trees, and you have so this one right here, this die right here is this one right here. So it's really, I think, intended to be like snow. So if you wanted to put snow on your tree. So here's one. Let me show you. Where did I put it? So here's one cut out just in the white. Put that so you can see. So to me, it looks like it's, I think, intended to be snow. But so basically, I'm using all the dies for this one. Isn't it pretty? Okay, so I used Thick Whisper White, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I used a sheet of the DSP. Again, see all the shimmer in this paper? This paper is gorgeous. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. And I can go ahead and lay that down. Whoops. Hang on. Is this the empty one? Empty one? Oh my goodness, I'm going through like a ton. I have like a ton of these around my desk, both my high table and my other desk, and they're all like running out at the same time. So there's that. So let me put this over here. Isn't that pretty paper? So on this one, I also used two of the Snowflakes. And again, this is all part of the suite. And I'm going to glue them down. Oh, shoot. You know what I forgot? I forgot to put my ribbon. Oh, hang on. This is where that spatula would come in handy. Maybe I'll just, I don't know what I'll do. So I'm going to use the iridescent side again. So I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue. And I'm just going to put it in the center. I'm going to do one up here, like that. And one up here, like this. So I just did like this, the center there. And then I already cut out all of my, and so what I'm using for this, let me show you, and I'm ordering some more of this in my order that goes out. This is the silver foil specialty pack, and you get all of these variations of silver in this pack. Okay? And I absolutely love it. So you see how deep this one is? You see, so you can see this one. And then there's this one. And then there's the silver. So let me take out all my little pieces because I just did up a bunch of pieces. So this is what that die looks like. And you just poke these out like this. That's right, Karen, I agree. And so I glued this down here, and we'll just I'll use my liquid glue. Like that. And then I just kind of put this over it a little bit. So I just kind of dabbed like that, and just kind of offset it a little bit. I love it. I think it's so pretty. I'm gonna make sure it's off, not overlapping the card. Like that. And then I did this big one here. Got glue on my fingers here. And I kind of put this to the left. I'm gonna wipe my fingers. I have some glue on them. And then this one, this silver piece right here, I'm going to stick that up on with dimensionals. And just cut a piece here. And that will kind of go in the middle. Oop. Oop, oop, oop. Get on there. And then what I did is I cut these little trees out using the little dies in the pack. I also made this one, which I thought was kind of cute too. So you could put like you could do like that. You could add different, there's so many different ways to play with this. Look at that. You can kind of do a lot of different things with this. And then I cut this one and that one. So which should I do? Do you like this one? Or do you think I should go back to using, that one's a silver one. Then there's this one. And you can use them on the long handle, or you can cut this down and just put the trees there also. See, I think they're really, I did use 2 of the different colored silver foils on those. Do you like that tree on there like that? Or should I use the skinny ones and just leave it like I did the other one? And then there's some silver trees. And then this one can be silver too. See how pretty that is when you layer those up? The Ziggy one down. Down in one corner, one of these. Over here in the corner. Like that. You like that? This is one of those sets, when you start playing with it, you realize there are so many options with it. And you can mix and match, which is what I like. Let's see, this one. Do you think it needs another one? You could do that and cut the end off, or you could do a silver one. I kind of like the dark. Which one do you guys like? Right corner. Down here? Like that? Or which right corner are you referring to? There's just so many ways you can go with this. Oh, I like that one right there. You like that one? Down in the right corner? Cut this down. We'll try it. Like that. Isn't that pretty? Do you think that's enough? I think that might be, I got all these trees, but we don't have to use them all. Okay, so then what I did is, let me get my little piece of white. What did I do with it? Hang on. And I used the black on this, which I thought was pretty, since it's a darker color. And this Merry Christmas is not from this set. I'm trying to remember what set it's from. Yeah, I saw a card similar to this, and I just kind of cased it, and I absolutely can't remember who did it, but I loved it, and I thought, oh, how pretty. And then what I'm doing is just going to diagonal cut it. Like that, and we'll stick that up here, and we'll put that on dimensionals. And since I'm not using the ribbon on this one, I'll just put it up there. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? So let me clean up and show you all the cards. Wow, I make such a mess. Okay, let's move this out of the way here. How's that? Aren't these pretty? Or you could probably put them all in like this. I absolutely love this set. I think there's a lot of possibilities with it between the stamps and the dies. So many options to mix and match. I like that because then you never get bored from, you know, with what's in that particular set. I hope you like them. It was a quick pull together class tonight, but I'm lucky I got it done. Oh, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you being here. Missed you all last week, but I enjoyed lounging and being waited on and swimming up to the pool bar, and we had a great week and the weather was just beautiful. So, but back to the grind. Here I am. Enjoy the rest of the week. Again, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.